Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-April 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Libra collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for these Libras here? And yeah, it's towards the back end of Aries season. Lots of energy swirling all over the place. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And then at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Libra in mid-April. Guides, talk to me. What do we got here for the energies? What's happening? Talk to me. All right, that card almost flew out, but it didn't. There it is. Okay. All right, so a lot of you could just be in your own lane right now, laying low, minding your own business. There's nothing wrong with this energy, and I do really like it. Like, this is a card of someone that's just doing the things, but there's also an aspect of it that is very beautiful and aesthetic, okay? And before we fully dive into the detail of that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate the like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card a little more. So if you look at the imagery here, we see this lovely lady. It looks like she's in the pond. She is surrounded by these geese and all the other birds. So to me, this card, it feels like she's blending in. Right? Like, she's not trying to cause waves. She's not trying to mess around. She's just minding her own business, doing her own thing. So this could be several different things for you. Maybe that's a mode you're in, right? I'm just doing my own thing. For some of you, this could be somebody that doesn't want to ruffle your feathers, someone that doesn't want to upset you, where it's like, okay, I'm not going to bother you. I'm not going to upset you. It's just very much lay low type of energy, or you could just be in your own mode, own lane. And it's a very Libra-like energy, if you ask me. I know a lot of Libras. Another thing with this card, it's just so beautiful. And when I see it, I think of aesthetics. So in this time, I know Libra is ruled by Venus. Maybe you're changing something about your look. Maybe you're changing your hair. Maybe you're changing your wardrobe. Maybe you're worried about fitness or something like that. There is something surrounding aesthetics, looks, and beauty here. And it's nice. It's really lovely. So we're just going to put it here. Just someone minding their own business one way or another. So let's just put her down there. She wants to mind her own business. We'll let her. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say the first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. So let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. So shuffle it up one time here for the lovely Libras, my guides. Okay, and while we shuffle up and get ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was very, very positive. So I'm hoping you had some good things happen to you in recent days. Remember, that energy could still bleed over. But last week's reading was titled A Massive Blessing. And I really hope one or multiple came into your life. It was just really nice and abundant. I think we had Empress energy in there as well. It felt good, especially if you've been going through a tough time. I hope those good things did roll in for you in one form or another. But we're going to see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. So let's get it going. 3 cards here for the lovely Libras in mid-April. What do we got for my friends? Magician, manifesting, creating, beautiful. That is a good way to start here, my friends. Very spiritually connected as well. I really like this card here in the first position. Let's get a couple more and we'll really build this out. What do we got for Libra? What do we got for my good friends? Thank you. Okay, we got the Hanged Man. Yeah, something you could be analyzing or thinking about. You might have something very specific on your mind as well when the Hanged Man is in the mix. Let's get one more. Doesn't have to be a bad card. Does not have to be tough. And we got the Page of Swords. So both of these energies are doing a very, very similar thing here. Okay, like with the Hanged Man and the Page, like they're both doing a very similar thing. That's the best way I could put it. Now, let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, I would say I'm feeling neutral here. Cautiously optimistic, to say the least. But at first look, first glance, I'm seeing a few different themes here. Now, we do have this powerful magician energy, and we'll go much more in depth into that because it tells me in the energy, in the undercurrents, there could be a lot going on more energetically than physically in this time, where it's like things are starting to build up or things are moving behind the scenes. It's like something's building up here. And with the Hanged Man and this Page of Swords, even though they're different energies, they're both very similar. And I feel like these are two people doing a very similar thing. Okay, which, I mean, a lot of people would call that mirroring in one form or another. But there is something being looked at for sure, whether it's you or something else, or like someone's under the microscope. So let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. Position number one, we have our good friend here, the Magician, which, like I said, it feels really good to me already. Now, the Magician in Tarot is an energy conduit. This is the bookend to the High Priestess. So we think of all forms of spirituality. You might be sensitive energetically in this time, so you might be feeling the emotions or feelings of others. But the biggest thing with this Magician to me is manifestation, creation. So some of you are like, yeah, if you don't have a particular interest in ritual or spirituality or anything like that, this Magician is literally creating its own future. Okay, so if that's something you're not doing, Spirit might want you to do so. Like, listen, visualize and make action what you want to bring in, know it and believe it and actually bring it in. And I feel like you all have this magnetic energy to you that I've been feeling for weeks now. So I feel like there's lots of things that could be moving towards the Libras in this time. Another thing with the Magician, because I always have to mention the positive and the challenge of every single card, is that it can represent control too much or someone that's over controlling. So in this time, I think going with the flow is the best course of action in something, especially with what we had here. Now we have the Magician. You might just have to let something go with the flow. Into the center, we have the Hanged Man. Now, this is Scorpio energy. It's also Virgo. Could be one or the other. Could be both. And you see that person there is just retracted, pulled back. Now, the Hermit to me is more of the act of somebody literally pulling back their energy. This to me is just someone that's not really moving at the moment. They're planted, they're watching. This is a very analytical type of energy too, where there could be a situation, a problem, even a person that you're analyzing, okay? And it's taking in information. That's a big thing here. The Hanged Man could also represent self-sacrifice. Now, I do know so many Libras in my personal life. They are the type of individuals that will give you the shirt off their back. So in this time, Libra, you might be tempted to go the extra mile to assist someone or to help someone when the Hanged Man is here. But once again, planning and watching. That's the same thing we have here with this Page of Swords on the back end. That's why I'm saying there's two people that could be in very similar situations. Now, when we have the Hanged Man right next to this Magician, there could be something by appearances. It might seem like it's not progressing or not moving. But once again, I feel like an energy building up around the Libra collective, whether it's you pulling things in magnetically or just something's building up in the ether. On the back end, we have the Page of Swords. This could represent you because Libra is an air sign. Okay. So simplistically in my style, when we clarified, it could tell us something about how you're feeling emotionally, something that could be coming towards you. All pages represent communication, talking. They also represent learning new things, but the difference with this Page of Swords is that it's a little defensive. So you might have your guard up a little bit, or you might just have a little bit of a wall up when this Page of Swords is in the mix, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that energy whatsoever. But this is the watcher of the tarot deck. So that's why I said, like with this Hanged Man and this Page of Swords, it's like two people doing a very similar thing. And I did already mention just like going with the flow, don't force anything. That's very important here. But there's someone watching something. Okay, so whether it's a situation or a person, it's like these two are even watching each other. It's the oddest thing. So I want to dive deeper on all of it, Libra. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. Let's see what's up. Guides and Spirit Team. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Magician. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Libra, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Magician time. I know I saw it a couple weeks ago that there was someone strategizing something, but this is more like keeping tabs in one way or another. What do we got? Two Cups, beautiful, beautiful. This is a very important person here, Libra. This could represent an extremely important person in your life, in your life's journey. And I love the Two of Cups. It's a strong, strong partnership. So whether that is something you're manifesting in, some of you could be trying to manifest a specific individual or a person in. Obviously, I know not every Libra is watching this for love and romance and stuff like that. For a portion of you, this could just represent a person that is willing to help you create and like achieve the visions that you want. So I feel like it really depends on the situation you're in. Either way, there is a very important person or individual in this energy. Okay, so for some of you, if you are manifesting this soul tie, Two of Cups, really deep bond type of energy, you could be very successful in bringing that in this time. For another portion of you, if you're not trying to manifest a specific person or individual, this could just be a person in your life that you value deeply. It doesn't just have to be romantic, that can really help you get to the next level or help you moving forward in life. It feels good. So let's keep moving forward. To me, this feels like somebody that you could rely on. This is really nice energy. And I mean, I'm sure if that's hitting for you, you already know the person I'm talking about. So let's go in on that Hanged Man. Let's see why the Hanged Man is here. Because, yeah, I already mentioned, like, these two energies are doing a similar thing as well. So why is the Hanged Man in the mix? Thank you. Okay, very cautious. Very, very cautious. And I don't feel like that's an unfounded type of energy. I do feel like that's a good way to move in this time, Libra. Okay, like if you're being very cautious about anything, whether it is a partnership, whether it's like life in general, I feel like that is warranted for sure. We have the Hanged Man with the Seven of Swords in reverse. I mean, there's no one's going to get one past you in this time. That's for sure. To me, it's like, okay, well, I've seen a lot in my day, and I mean, what's going to surprise me? Nothing's going to surprise me. The Seven of Swords could sometimes represent people that aren't the nicest. They could represent snakes and thieves and stuff like that. But it could also just represent something you don't quite see. When I see it in reverse underneath a card like this Hanged Man, it's like somebody being extra, extra cautious. And I've been seeing it since the very beginning. Someone not wanting to make waves, not wanting to cause problems, stir up trouble. Now with this Hanged Man and this Seven of Swords in reverse, it's very clear that someone is being extremely cautious in their approach, whether that's you or another person. I still get this energy of somebody keeping tabs and watching something as well, okay? Even if you don't see it, especially with the Seven of Swords. So I'm not sure how this person is keeping tabs, but it's possible. So let's keep moving forward to that Page of Swords. Someone's being very careful here. Someone is being very, very careful, but there's so much watching. So why is that Page of Swords in the mix? Then we'll do our recap. What's happening? Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful energy here, my friends. This is good. To me, this does feel like for a lot of you getting a best possible result in regards to something. This is a very grounded type of energy. And I do feel for a lot of Libras, it doesn't matter what you're going through right now. This feels very grounded and abundant and firm, where it's like, you know what? I have a handle on this. Like, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm feeling very solid and firm. I love this energy. Now, for a portion of you, maybe you are connected to an earth sign. That's possible with the King of Pentacles in the upright. But I feel good things coming in for you. And I saw a similar thing in the Gemini reading where it's like, okay, we have a lot of good emotional possibilities here, but now we also have the material. So yeah, maybe some Libras in this time, you're more focused on work, money, business, things of that sort. But I feel overall, if you're not in a very solid, good, stable place, you're moving towards it in a nice manner. I just have to mention again, though, like there is somebody analyzing a situation or a person or watching it. It's just all over the place. Like most of this spread is involving other people, but we have this interesting duality going on where it's like, yeah, we have the emotional world, but we also have the monetary showing up now. I think for a lot of you, if you've been going through a sticky financial situation, you might be seeing an uptick in that energy in this time. Lots of material abundance when we have this on the back end. And once again, the visualizing, okay, knowing what you want to manifest, knowing what you want to bring in, identify it, and then bring it to life. So let's go through and do a quick recap here, Libra. Intriguing stuff going on. There's like some watching happening. There's some keeping of tabs. It's all good though. But position number one, we have the Magician with the Two of Cups in the upright. As I already mentioned, this could be a very important individual that's either coming in or that you already have in. your life right now, someone you could possibly rely on, or someone that could help you reach the next level. Okay, if that's something you don't have right now, that could be coming in. It's just a very powerful bond, and it's super connected energetically. Moving to the center, there is someone acting with an abundance of caution. If that's not somebody acting that way, that could be spirit saying like, all right, well, just take it easy. If this is the mode that you've been in, stay in that mode, just nice and easy. Go with the flow is kind of the energy I was picking up here. Not getting one past anyone here with this energy. It's somebody that sees all, that knows what it is. So I do like what I'm seeing here. It's just moving with a sense of caution, and that's okay. There is watching happening. On the back end, we have the Page of Swords with the King of Pentacles in the upright. Very sturdy, very stable. So if you're moving towards this time, I would say it's a beautiful thing. Some of you might be very much business focused in this time. For some of you, it might be an earth sign watching you, for all I know. It could be any mixture of those things. But I would say there's good possibilities for the emotional world, and there's good possibilities for the monetary here, Libra. Really good energies, despite these two individuals kind of mirroring each other. So yeah, please take a screenshot of that. Let's see what's in the shadows. Let's see what's in the shadows here for the Libras, please. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. It doesn't have to be a challenge. Shadow cards could be a very good thing. So let's get you one. Yes. If you're interested, I'm going to post about the channel memberships in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and yeah, I have much love and appreciation for anyone that chooses to do so. Thank you very much. Let's get it going. One shadow card. Much love for my channel members. Thank you. Four of Cups, yeah. Lots of thoughts, lots of thinking, lots of imagination. And I mean, it wouldn't be an air sign reading if it didn't have something about the mindset, right? So the Four of Cups to me isn't always bad. It's not always discontent or somebody that's not making moves or action. This could literally, in the shadows, be spirit saying like, Libra, listen, don't overthink it. Don't think it into the ground. Like, address the issues, address the problems as they pop up. But just, yeah, you don't need to overthink it here. Everything will be all right. That's kind of the energy I'm picking up off this Four of Cups. Right? Like, it doesn't necessarily feel like a huge warning or anything like that. Now, in its roughest sense, I do feel that sometimes the Four of Cups could represent somebody missing an opportunity. So in this time, keep your eyes open for any new offers and opportunities coming in. That could be a big possibility. But just know, for a lot of things in life, if you want them to progress, you need to also take action eventually. Now, I did see that caution within the spread itself, and it's good to move with a sense of caution. But eventually, if you want something to progress, you're going to have to make some moves, take some action to meet the universe in the middle here. And I know it's easier said than done about the overthinking. It's easy to say, like, yeah, don't overthink it. Don't worry about it. But putting it into practice is different. But that is the caution from Spirit for you this week. So do with that information what you will, Libra. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The April subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you could check out my digital calendar and schedule at mastermetaphysics.com. And if you got your name in for the March subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced on April 1st. But for the April subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot in Wonderland. It's one of my favorite decks. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, if you had to switch your zodiac sign, which sign would you choose to be out of the whole 12? So if you do that, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. And I'll see you soon.